Please don't take this as a jab at Mazda. After all, Mazdas are a blast to drive, no doubt. But what happens when the fun wears off and the check engine light pops up at 90,000 miles? If you're buying for the long game, there are other names you should be looking at. Hello everyone, this is Sully from CarlandTV. It's time to hop in the front seat because today I'm breaking down the 5 automakers that keep ticking long after the honeymoon phase wears off. Before I start, I would really appreciate it if you would push those buttons below. The subscribe button, the notification bell, all of them. This is not necessary, but those little clicks help a brother out. Plus, it pushes me to give you more valuable car-related content on your screen. Now buckle up and let's get back to the video. Subaru. I've driven a lot of cars over the years, and when it comes to something that just keeps showing up, whether it's in rain, snow, or blazing summer heat, Subaru has earned my respect. Now don't get me wrong, I love the way Mazda corners. The CX-5, for instance, is sharp, refined, and fun as hell to drive. But once you cross the 100,000-mile line and start thinking about what's going to last, Subaru pulls ahead. Let's talk about the engine first. Most Subaru models like the Forester Outback and Crosstrek run a 2.5-liter flat-4 boxer engine. It's not just a gimmick. That layout keeps the weight low and the balance tight. You feel it in the turns, especially in bad weather. More importantly, that engine's been running in various forms for decades. They've worked the kinks out. It doesn't run hot, it doesn't overstress. And as long as you do the oil changes, it'll keep going long after the competition taps out. What really sets Subaru apart for me is the symmetrical all-wheel drive system. This isn't a part-time all-wheel drive like you get in a lot of crossovers. It's full-time balanced from front to rear and tied directly into the chassis. That means fewer wear points and more consistent traction. I've driven up snowy switchbacks in a Forester, where others had to chain up or turn back. Mazda's iActive system is smart, sure, but it's reactive. Subaru is always on, always ready. The platform underneath, which is the Subaru Global Platform, is rigid and reinforced with high-tensile steel. That pays off down the line. Less body flex means fewer squeaks, fewer rattles, and a car that still feels solid after 150,000 miles. Interior-wise, Subaru keeps it honest. The StarTex material you get in the Wilderness models is waterproof, chemical resistant, and honestly perfect for anyone who camps, hauls dogs, or just lives a little rough. You give me a 10-year reliability race between a CX-5 and a Forester. My money's on the Subaru. It may not win every beauty contest, but it damn sure wins in staying power. Now let's talk about another brand that's built a reputation for going the distance. Hyundai. I've owned both brands, put decent miles on a CX-5 and later ran a Hyundai Tucson as a daily driver. And the difference in long-term peace of mind is noticeable. The Tucson didn't just drive smoother after the first couple of years. It aged better. Mazda gives you style and a sharper road feel, no question. But Hyundai gives you durability that doesn't quit when the odometer starts rolling deep into 5 digits. Take the 2025 Tucson. You're looking at a base price of just over $30,000. It's built on Hyundai's newer N3 platform. It's rigid, more refined, and less prone to chassis flex or interior wear over time. Pair that with a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated in Line 4, and you've got an engine that's built for the long game. It doesn't push out wild numbers, but it's smooth balanced and doesn't rely on turbo components that tend to need attention down the road. Now, the 8-speed automatic Hyundai uses is another reason it holds up better. Shifts clean, keeps the revs low, and doesn't suffer from the same overworked feeling that Mazda's 6-speed can give you after years of hard city driving. Even the cooling system in the Tucsons is well managed. Bigger radiator core, smarter thermal controls, and no overheating even on long climbs in August with the AC cranked. Inside, Hyundai didn't cut corners either. The cabin materials and higher trims like the SEL and Limited use soft-touch synthetics that resist cracking and heat damage. Buttons and switches are solid, not hollow. And features like their digital key dual 12.3-inch screens and wireless CarPlay feel modern without being over-designed or glitchy. That stuff matters when you're 5 years deep and tech updates have stopped rolling in. And above all, that Hyundai's warranty coverage buries Mazdas. 10 years on the powertrain, 5 years bumper to bumper, plus 3 years of free scheduled maintenance. That's not a marketing stunt. It's a sign they built these things to go the distance. Lexus doesn't just outlast Mazda. It does so quietly without drama and with a level of precision that's hard to match. I've seen RXs and GXs cross the 200,000-mile mark with original engines and transmissions still running smoothly. You don't get there by chance. Lexus builds their vehicles with higher tolerances, more robust components, and a manufacturing philosophy that favors consistency over flair. Take the 2025 Lexus RX 350. It starts at around $50,000. Underneath is Toyota's TNGA-K platform, but it's reinforced for luxury-grade refinement. The powertrain is a 2.4-liter turbocharged four-cylinder paired with an 8-speed automatic that's been tested and proven across Toyota's global fleet. Or you can step up to the RX 500 HEF Sport Performance, which runs a high-output hybrid system with a rear-mounted electric motor for added grip and smoother power delivery. Either way, you're getting drivetrains designed to stay cool, run clean, and handle abuse without blinking. Lexus doesn't cut corners inside either. Their interiors are built with soft-touch materials that hold up against years of sun sweat and wear. Seats are wrapped in Nulux, a high-end synthetic that feels better than what most luxury rivals call leather and doesn't crack like Mazda's leatherette can after a few summers. Even the switches and door handles feel engineered to take daily use for decades. What really separates Lexus from Mazda is how well the electronics age. Lexus models use simpler, cleaner software integration. Fewer screen lags, fewer failed modules, and fewer random system resets over time. When something goes wrong, Lexus parts and dealer support are widely available and predictable. Where Mazda leans into driving engagement and fresh design, Lexus focuses on repeatable performance and long-haul consistency. It's not just about driving today. It's about knowing the car will still drive like it should 10 years from now. Coming up next, we've got a brand that's come a long way in the last decade and now backs its reliability with the best warranty in the business. Let me grind down why Honda belongs on this list. Honda. There's a reason you still see 20-year-old Hondas on the road running like they've got something to prove. When it comes to reliability, Honda doesn't just compete with Mazda. They outclass them in the long game. I've driven both, and while Mazda brings sharp handling and upscale interiors, Honda delivers on consistency, durability, and low ownership stress year after year. The 2025 Honda CR-V is a prime example. Priced from around $31,495, it runs a 1.5-liter turbocharged inline-4 that produces 190 horsepower. That might not sound like a powerhouse, but it's tuned for smooth torque delivery and long-term efficiency. It's paired with a CVT that Honda has refined over several generations. No jerky shifts, no lag, and more importantly, fewer mechanical failures compared to traditional automatics over time. The same engine has seen duty across multiple Honda models with minimal changes, which means fewer unknowns and more real-world durability data. Honda's chassis tuning leans into comfort, but it doesn't sacrifice tight build quality. The CR-V rides on a stretched version of the Honda Global platform using high-strength steel and reinforced suspension mounting points. That pays off in fewer rattles, longer suspension life, and a quieter ride, even after tens of thousands of miles. Unlike Mazda, which focuses on handling dynamics, Honda keeps things predictable and balanced, which reduces stress on bushings, control arms, and brake components. Honda plays it smart for its interiors. Materials aren't flashy, but they last. The switchgear on the CR-V EXL feels solid. The buttons have clean engagement, the steering wheel trim doesn't peel, and the leather upholstery resists wear better than Mazda's synthetic blends. You also get a dead-simple infotainment layout with physical knobs and Apple CarPlay standard. No overcomplicated rotary dials or software quirks to deal with down the road. Maintenance is straightforward too. The CR-V gets complimentary service for the first year or 12,000 miles, and parts availability is never an issue. Whether it's an alternator, a coil pack, or a sensor, Honda parts are everywhere and affordable. If you're buying with longevity in mind, Honda doesn't just hold its value. It holds itself together better than most. And lastly, Toyota. If you're buying with reliability at the top of your checklist, Toyota is the name that sets the standard. Mazda makes a great driver's car, no doubt about that. But when it comes to staying out of the shop, running clean after 100,000 miles, and holding value, Toyota edges it out with decades of bulletproof performance. I mean, just take a look at the RAV4. Starting at around $29,000, it's built on Toyota's TNGA-K platform, the same architecture used in the Camry and Highlander. That's a strong, lightweight foundation reinforced with ultra-high tensile steel. This translates to less chassis fatigue and better durability over the long haul. Under the hood, the RAV4 runs a 2.5-liter dynamic force 4-cylinder, paired with an 8-speed automatic or an ECVT in hybrid models. That gas engine alone has a track record that stretches across millions of units globally. It's known for minimal oil consumption, smooth thermal management, and simplified maintenance access. Toyota's hybrids are even tougher. The RAV4 hybrid uses an electronic all-wheel drive system with a rear-mounted motor that eliminates drive shafts and mechanical couplings. Fewer moving parts, less friction, and almost no known long-term failures. Toyota's hybrid batteries are cooled actively and rarely need replacing before 150,000 miles. RAV4's materials lean more practical than plush, but they hold up. Soft-touch surfaces, durable cloth or Softex upholstery, and physical buttons that are designed for repeat use. You won't find complex infotainment interfaces or finicky controllers like Mazda's rotary dial. Everything is built to last, not just to look good in year one. Toyota's long-standing parts, network dealer service availability, and proven track record in nearly every global market make it the most battle-tested brand in the game.